What up, everybody? I'm gonna give it a minute, let some people roll in. We're gonna have a little talk. Vape thought. Got some spearmint. We're gonna talk about swine repellent and the auditing community, some different things. What's up? What's up, Dusty? What's up, Auditor R15? Hey, if you're in Indiana, man, we should connect up and do an audit. If you're in like West Central, down like towards Lafayette, Monticello, Delphi, maybe down that way. Maybe we can connect up. Got my old Centronella candle going here. Keep the bugs away. Alright. I live near Gary, Hammond area, Maryville, Valparaiso. I'm in there. 65 and 94 where they connect. Alright. Yeah, this one, I don't even know what it is. I bought it at the local vape shop. I ordered a Baby Beast. This smoke. I'm new to vaping. I've been vaping like a week. I ordered a Baby Beast to smoke with the Baby Beast tank on it, but it hasn't come in yet. So I went and bought this little snazzy feller. It's a smoke something. Alright, yeah, let's connect up, man. Maybe we can meet in the middle sometime. indiebluenews@gmail.com. Hit me up, and I'm always willing to, meet in the middle. I can drive a couple hours south or west or southwest or southeast or east or north, or you're definitely not north of me, but you know what I'm saying. You get the message. Alright, we got 7 people in here. Been bullshitting for 3 minutes. So, I'm going to do this little video real quick. Yeah, this one, it's a smoke something. I don't know. It's a smoke stick V8, it says. So, I don't know. I trying to quit smoking. I quit smoking for a while, then I started and smoked for like 4 or 5 months again. And now I'm trying to quit again. So, I haven't smoked in about a week. So, trying the vape thing. So, I'm going to let it rip. There's an auditor in my area. Alright, got some police sirens going on in the background. There's an auditor in my area named Swine Repellent. You can look him up on YouTube. I had never heard of the kid up until, I say kid, but he's older than me. He's got a rap sheet that's like half my life. I'm 34 and he's got a record going back half my life, so I'm sure he's, at least 8 to 10 years old. This one's spearmint right now. I've got sour apple, I've got watermelon, I'm ordering blueberry tonight, and cherry. So, just giving them a shot, checking them out. But anyways, back to swine repellent. There's this guy in my area named Swine Repellent. Never heard of him up until like a week ago. He's done some auditing videos. I just hadn't heard of him. I found out about him, checked out his videos. I'm going to start off by saying I feel bad for the dude. From what I understand, his situation at home is really bad. He lives in a house or trailer or something with no electricity, no water, from what I understand. He wears the same green shirt that has a rip in the back in all of his videos. But he can't afford anything else, and that's all he's got, from my understanding. So I feel bad for the dude. As far as his audits go, that's what I want to touch base on more so than anything. Um, he's on a very, very destructive path. And what I mean by that is like, um, he's given the auditing community a bad name. I don't do a lot of audits. I mean, I've been out lately doing some. I've been doing some cop watching. I'm trying to do more and be more active. Um, it's tough. I work 2 jobs. I've got a wife and 3 kids. And I don't get a lot of funding support. You look at some of these guys as, and I'm not going to throw names out there, but you look at some of these guys as, yes, son, you can have some chips. Uh, GoFundMe's and stuff like that. They've raised $20,000. I've raised $120 total. So I'm definitely not in this for the money, because it's not there for me. Other guys, get a bunch of money. They've been around a lot longer, got bigger followings, whatever. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm not in it for the money. Anything I get goes back to throwing gas in my tank, buying me lunch while I'm out doing audits, that type of stuff. So I just want to throw that out there. I did an audit. I went down to North Liberty after the swine repellent no monestio. I didn't bail anybody out of jail the other night. And I work. I have 2 jobs, like I said. I'm going to touch on all that. Don't worry. I didn't bail anybody out. I went to the jail to bail him out because at the time I was told he was $12 short on bail. So I was going to donate the $12 to get him out of jail, just to be nice. But here's the deal. This kid goes out, and I say kid, again, he's probably older than me. This guy goes out and does audits. And he calls the police on himself. If he goes out and does an audit and doesn't get any police contact, which majority, if not all the auditors, right, a majority of the auditors and all the auditors that I know of do not call the police on themselves. Swine repellent, I don't know where he gets his money from. He didn't have $200 for bail. When he bailed No Monestio out of jail, No Monestio had his own money. Swine repellent did not bail him out of jail. He was just there when he got out, if that's what you're referring to. But this guy goes out and calls the cops on himself. So, like, if he goes out and does an audit and doesn't get a response, he calls the cops on himself. The incident in North Liberty, Indiana, that's making the rounds on social media, on YouTube, whatever, and getting all this coverage, with him and No Monestio, swine repellent is the one that called the cops out for that. Oop. I just did something on my shit and I don't know how to fix it. Let me see. No, go back. Let's go. Normal. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. I did something and I don't know how to fix it. Sorry, guys. I brought up this thing and it's like to change the background settings and shit, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. There we go. Okay. So, I know for a fact that night he called the cops on them and was the reason that the cops showed up. A lot of you guys just watch videos and don't do research like on other auditors and situations and things. But this dude is banned from all county property in St. Joseph County, Indiana for like 3 years. He calls the cops on himself on audits. He's on a destructive path. He has said to more than one auditor, because I know other people that were involved in that situation, and I know people that have followed up and We'll be able to prove it shortly. It won't just be word of mouth because there's been open records requests done for the dispatch log for the call. But he admitted that to me personally. He's admitted that to other auditors personally. So I'm just the first one that's taken the step to talk out against this guy. There's other auditors and groups that I'm in, and like private YouTube groups and Messenger, Facebook, that type of stuff that has discussed this. I'm just the one that's choosing to go public. If I get backlash for it, that's okay. Some of the higher profile auditors that I know and associate with maybe don't want to put this type of video on their channel. That's okay too. I'm just distancing myself from this guy because he's in my area, and I don't want people thinking that everybody in my area or whatever is like this. So, he got arrested in Porter County the other night and happened to have $489 on him, or $488 on him. Oh, Damon Thomas, you're the cop troll from the checkpoint. I like it. You still ain't fit. You were talking shit at the checkpoint, saying you were a cop and to come on over, blah blah blah. So I need to get some moderators in here and figure out how to do that shit. So he gets arrested at Porter County the other night. I've seen the video on that. It's a private video. It's not posted. Damon, I would not make you a mod. I would probably have a mod boot you, to be honest. Because you flat out admitted you were a cop when we were out at the checkpoint. And we're trolling to a degree. Hey, what's up, Nacho? So he gets arrested at Porter County the other night. He's walking around the jail. What's up, Sarah? He's walking around the jail. They go in the employee lot to go around the back of the building. Dude jiggles a door handle on the jail at a secured facility, and they come out and tell him he's trespassing. Essentially, he tries to argue that he's not trespassing because it says employee parking or something, and it doesn't say no foot traffic, no whatever. I do it when I start it up, when I type it in and everything. Before you go live, you flip it. That's how I do it. But he jiggles the door handle, and then he's like, blah blah blah. He spouts off a bunch of ignorant shit. He said in his videos multiple times that failure to ID in Indiana only applies to infractions and like ordinances, and that is absolutely not true. No worries, man. No worries. Glad I can help it. Hopefully it works. That is absolutely not true. I knew it wasn't true, but I talked to my lawyer today. My lawyer has told me it's not true. It's not just ordinances and tickets and stuff like that. Failure to ID, no, you have to be stopped they have to have PC or RAS to get ID out of you. But he goes on in his videos saying that it only applies to ordinance violations and traffic tickets and shit like that. That it doesn't apply to anything else, and that's not true. And what I'm scared about is, my situation with auditing. Just a quick rundown. I got arrested for flipping off a cop. I got into it with the cop, or actually, I flipped him off driving. He pulled me over. We got into it. I got arrested. When I got to the jail, they booked me on PC, held me for 2 days before they charged me, so I couldn't bond out. And then they trumped up my charges. That's how I got into auditing. So then I started watching videos, and I started going out without educating myself. Videos like I get approached for having a gun, and I didn't know if I had to get my gun license or not. So I started watching videos and I was like, oh, these people do it, I could do it. Well, I don't want somebody to see one of his videos and go, oh, well, this guy says I don't have to ID because of this. You know, he's putting false information out there for the state of Indiana. Um, and that don't fly. I don't know everything, but like I've told cops in my videos, uh, I'm fairly well educated on constitutional stuff in the state of Indiana, and the stuff I'm not educated on, I'm blessed and lucky enough um, to have a friend and who's a lawyer. I've made friends, with a lawyer. So if I have a question, you'll see me a lot of times in my videos say, okay, hang on, I got a text or whatever. I text my attorney, and he's really good about getting back to me. He's really um, good about all that stuff. And God bless that lawyer. Amen. Except you forgot a Y, son. Um, so I'm very lucky in that aspect. Right. That's what I'm saying. It just takes one incident, and then you get involved in the movement, and that's how it happened for me. Um, I just flipped off a random cop. He said on the way to the jail that I threatened to kill him, and I got charged with felony threatening of an officer. They charged me with resisting, even though I didn't resist. And they charged me with something else. I don't know what, but I had 2 misdemeanors and a felony, and they ended up giving me a deferral, like a traffic ticket deferral. So as long as I didn't get in trouble for a year, all my charges were dropped. And basically what it came down to is the prosecutor was like, we don't want to take this to court because we know it looks bad, but the cops were insistent on something happening to me, so that's what we settled on. I agreed to be a good boy for a year. So I didn't audit for a while. I just had to watch what I did. Yeah, but oh yeah, well he gave me a turn signal ticket too, kid. But there was another charge. Yeah, he wrote me a ticket for not using my turn signal and said that was the reason why he pulled me over. But he said in his police report that me flipping off for help, so he was trying to pull me over to see if I needed help. But anyways, so I took the time to educate myself. I've read some case law. I've looked at different codes for Indiana, different statutes, all this stuff. And then he gets on these videos. Yeah, Swine's still in jail. Damon, you should know. You're a cop. Pull up the court docket, homie. Run my name and see the red flag warning that comes up that's totally irrelevant. I got a red flag warning that I'm aggressive and violent towards police. I've never had a battery charge. I've never had an assault charge. I've never even had an assault or battery call. Any of that. I'm about 4.5 hours from Louisville. I was down there a couple years ago for something else, but I know they do, but it is what it is. You can be a fan, but I'd also like to know what department you're on, because I know you're a cop. I'm more than willing to come, man. We can get some guys down there to do some stuff, or we can meet in the middle somewhere. Absolutely. But anyways, back to Swine. So he goes out to the Porter County Jail, jiggles the door handle. You're not the first person to give me that pointer, and I appreciate it. But again, I'm able to do what I choose to do. I'm distancing myself from Swine right here. That's the point of this video. So he goes out, he goes in the employee lot, walks around back of the jail, jiggles the door handle, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Damon tried to troll me one night at a checkpoint and get me to go over to the checkpoint and do all this stupid shit and blah, blah, blah. And so he's like half fan, half troll. It just depends on the topic, I guess. But he goes and jiggles the door handle in jail. Like, who in their right mind would go to a secured facility in a jail, do an audit, and jiggle a door handle? The dude calls the cops on himself. He has filed somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 federal lawsuits. You can be curious all you want, but you don't touch a door handle at a jail. You don't outside doors. They're gonna arrest you. His arrest at Porter County, in my opinion, and the opinions of everyone who has viewed the video, but one person that I'm aware of feels that it was a lawful arrest. Um, they arrested him for trespassing. He was in the employee alert. Yeah, News Now Patrick has as well, and he caught a lot of shit for that, having other people call. But that's how he got his following. If you look at my following and his following, I don't do that shit, so my videos aren't as popular. He was going out and getting confrontations at every video because he was calling the cops on him. I don't do that, so I got videos where I go out and I don't get any contact, so I don't have as big a following and that many subscribers as what he would have because he did it. You know, I don't know Patrick, never met him, never spoke to him, never dealt with him, but you know, to me, an audit is a pass. If you go out to a police station and get no contact, that's a pass. If you go to a jail, I like Chris. There you go. No Menecio's right here. He's 15 minutes. He's going live. What's up, Casey Camera Boy? I appreciate the support, man. I like your videos. I like your content. No Menecio's going to go live with an interview from Swine from the jail. But this dude's got 15 to 20 federal lawsuits that he's filed, okay? This dude has filed civil suits, federal suits or civil suits against No Menecio. He's in the chat. He's going live with Swine Repellent, who was arrested. So he's filed 15 to 20 lawsuits. This dude has filed multiple suits against Goodwill. He has filed a lawsuit against the radio show because into the radio show or TV show, whatever, and they didn't read his letters, so he claimed mental distress. He's filed a federal lawsuit asking to waterboard CIA agents. He's filed so many lawsuits in St. Joe County that were frivolous that the judge has told him the next one he files is a minimum of a $500 fine. So he's banned from county property for 3 years. The judge in the county he lives in has told him if he continues to file frivolous lawsuits, he's going to start fining him $500. He filed an order asking to waterboard CIA agents. He filed another lawsuit and said if he gets killed, he wanted his 4-year-old niece and nephew to be the benefit money he got. And every one of these suits has been dismissed in under a week, pretty much. There was a couple that drug out for, this is Swine Repellent is the YouTube channel. There was a couple that drug out for maybe a month, 6 weeks, whatever. A bulk of these lawsuits have been dismissed in under a week. He's got arrests going back for disorderly conduct, battery, resisting, trespassing. He's got a rap sheet that goes back 15 years, 17 years. He's just on a destructive path. He has made several comments to me and several comments to other auditors that he is in this strictly for the lawsuit. Well, he's filed suits and he's losing every time, and all he's doing is wasting his time. He's wasting the court's time. He's wasting, you know, resources. I haven't heard he's running for Congress. He put out a video a couple weeks ago, or last week or whatever, slamming Black Label Cop Watch. He just put out a video the other day, or did a video for No Menecio about baiting the police, rambling on. What's up, Freeman? Yo, man, give me a shout out. You and Casey Camera Boy. I need some subscribers. Give me some people here. I like talking to my dick. See? I'm a big fat dude. There. I need to get... I have a selfie stick. When it comes in, it'll be handy. You know you're doing shit right when Casey Camera Boy and James Freeman are in here watching you. I got 11 people, and 2 of them are 2 of the best auditors out there. So you know you're doing some shit right. You know, I've had some contact with James. Thank you. Thank you, Casey Camera Boy. Appreciate it. Any donations help, man. Any donations help. Um, but, you know, just to recap on all this shit. Dude's filed 15 to 20 lawsuits, lost every single one, had most of them dismissed within a week, has a rap sheet going back 15 years, was arrested for unlawful activity at the Porter County Jail, and is trying to claim, you know, Freeman. This dude, I saw the video on his arrest at Porter County. The dude went to the jail and jiggled a fucking door handle. Like, how retarded are you? Like, to go to a jail, do an audit, and jiggle a door handle on the back of the prison. You know what I'm saying? He calls the cops on himself. You know, he's claiming this unlawful arrest in North Liberty, which is what got him and Nomenesio out there. And nobody has seen the video of his arrest that I'm aware of. He was arrested in North Liberty claiming it was unlawful, but he won't release the video. Thank you, man. Thank you, Casey Camera Boy. I appreciate it. I did a video when Sue, Chi-Town Sue, and Pink Camera Magic, or Pink Magic Camera, I can't ever remember her handle, got arrested, and High Desert put it out, and I got like 400 subscribers that day because I went live at the jail where they got arrested. There's my girl, Chi-Town Sue. I think Callie's in bed tonight, Sue, but my son is on here, or was on here. Pink Camera Magic, there you go. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, don't support this channel. Other auditors may not want to take the step. Shoot, Sue, there's my son. I know you always talk to my daughter, but that's my son. I'll be over in a minute, Nomenesio. I've got all kinds of information, Freeman. I mean, I sent you a couple of those things, but like I said, this guy's doing all kinds of shit. Nomenesio is going live with an interview from him in 3 minutes, so I encourage you guys to jump over there. But unsubscribe from this channel. Let's get this guy out of our community. There's no place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he says he has this unlawful arrest in North Liberty that started the shit there, and nobody's seen the video. And the video at Porter County, James, he jiggled an outside door handle. And then he's going around telling people that you only have to ID in Indiana for statutes or for ordinances and tickets, that it doesn't apply for misdemeanors and felonies. And it's like, he's putting out so much false information and giving my area and auditors in my area a bad name. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting this video out. Some of the bigger auditors are aware of what's going on, but you know, maybe necessarily don't want to put this content on their channel. But the dude is poor. I can't knock him for that. My personal opinion is I think he's very, 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 very. I love Chris. I talked to Chris today. I told Chris he's crazy, but he ain't on the crazy level that what's his name's on. But no, I like Chris. I will definitely work with Chris again. Not an issue there at all. Yeah, I told Chris today he's crazy, but he ain't as crazy as what's his name? He can do it the way he wants, man. Sue, I told Amanda the other day that you should hook up with Kevin. As much as that guy drives you around, you ought to give him some love. What's up, Denise Lynn? But I just want to throw that out there, guys. Right? Let's go for it. There we go. That ought to be worth a subscriber or two. That's what I'm saying. I got 8 people in here, and I got big names in here. I got Casey Camera Boy, Freeman, Chi-Town Sue, Denise Lynn. All you guys give me some damn shout outs and give me some more people. But I don't do it for the people. I don't do it for the money. Like I said, I've raised $120. I've got absolutely nothing to hide. I've been doing this a couple years. $120. I do a majority of what I do um, out of my own pocket because I believe in the cause. Um, and that's just how I operate. You know, if people send me a couple dollars, that's great. If they don't, you know, I just continue on with what I'm doing, one audit at a time, one cop watch at a time. I mean, you seen last night I was live and got 5 traffic stops in like 45 minutes. Cop was just driving up and down the road. Yeah, like I said, he's gonna still go out and do what he's doing, but I'm just trying to let people know um, how he is, how he operates, and then people can make their own decisions. I would recommend distancing yourself. I would recommend not giving him support, not giving him encouragement. Um, James, people view my wrestling channel. I used to have a wrestling company. I haven't ran a show in about a year and a half now. But I've got videos that have a ton of views because I used to promote events and stuff. I'm actually going to get a celebrity intro, I think, on my thing. I got a couple of friends that are like UFC Hall of Famers, former WWE superstars, things like that from the events I do, and that they watch my content and stuff. So, you know, I could definitely play off of that and get more views. You know, have a UFC Hall of Famer or WWE former WWE superstar on their social media, but I don't want to be that guy. I want people to follow me for my content, for what I do, for what I believe in, for what I support, what I'm out doing. Um, you know, I know everybody does things differently. I've got some slack because I hit post offices and I don't go inside post offices. That's just my style, you know. Other people may. Other people may push farther. The difference is I have to pick and choose my battles because I have a wife and 3 kids. So while I support the cause and while I support the movement, I can't go to jail every single time I go out or, you know, shit like Swine does. You know, dude's got a rap sheet going back 17 years. I can't do that. I've got a family I've got to worry about. I've got kids I got to support. Um, sorry, I dropped my phone. I got the Stang back here to pay for. Got the wife's Altima to pay for. Got the house to pay for. You know what I'm saying? We're spending everywhere, guys. But I just want to throw that out there. You guys take it for what you will. Do what you want with it. That's just 2 cents. Um, I am distancing myself officially from swine repellent. You will not see any content with me and him. Hey, don't be bashing Denise Lynn. Don't be bashing whoever. The only troll I got is Damon Thomas, and he's a part-time troll. So, but that's what I'm saying, guys. Support the auditors you like, man, because it's not free to do this. I mean, ask Freeman with his arrest and shit. It costs money. It's not free. That's what I'm saying. You know, like when I drove to North Liberty the other day and was there and the town was closed, that's over an hour from my house that I spent the time and gas. I liked but I took an hour of my time, a little over an hour of my time to drive out there, my own gas, my own time. You know what I'm saying? And I do that, you know. I'm gonna go back to North Liberty. I'm not gonna say when. I ordered some Wi-Fi hotspots. I ordered 2 of them actually, so that way I had more data. Because I got a better deal ordering 2 than getting more data on 1. Because I have T-Mobile and T-Mobile don't work in North Liberty. So I ordered a Wi-Fi hotspot specifically to go back so that way I could connect to that hotspot and be live on the internet. So I'm going to go back. I'm not saying when I'm going back, but I'm going back. And it has nothing to do with swine. It has nothing to do with Noman. It has to do with the fact that regardless of those guys and regardless of like the circumstance, I feel that Noman's arrest there was not lawful. on that occasion. So I'm gonna go adjust it. I put Michael Lucas in timeout. I don't know what that does, but whatever. I need a moderator. Somebody gotta email me and tell me how to do a mod on this thing so we can get people like him out of here. But you know, do what you will with it, guys. Freeman, if you can give me a shout out, I'd greatly appreciate it, brother. You know, you can look up the Indiana court docket and look up swine repellent's stuff. Just being a dick to Denise Lynn, and I happen to like Denise Lynn. What's up, the Bama guy? Jump off here, guys. I'm gonna jump over to Noman's video and watch the live thing there. But I'm just keeping it real, man. That's all I can do. I'm doing well, man. Doing well. No complaints. So do what you want with the information. Look up the guy's name. It's Kyle Stone. It's like Keil or Kiel or something. And his court docket and shit, and his like I'm saying, like he thinks he's being fucking targeted by the CIA and people are hiding in bushes to come get him, and he thinks anytime he encounters the police it's a lawsuit and it's money, and it's just not. Like, that's not the reality of it. And any of the reputable auditors will tell you they're not in it for the money. It takes something big, like when High Desert got slammed by like 20 security or 20 cops when the shit happened at Leon Valley. That's the type of shit you sue about. You don't sue because you fucking stubbed your toe while talking to a cop. And that's the shit that Stone, aka Swine Repellent, does. So I'm just throwing it out there, guys. My click link is in the description. Camera Boy, Freeman, Sue, Amanda, Denise Lynn. If you guys could give me a shout out, help me get some more subscribers and followers, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to, that's cool too. But this is just my video, distancing myself from swine, letting the auditing community know what's going on. If you guys want to send this to PNP News, if you want to send it to Black Label Cop Watch for them to clip it, feel free. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm just letting everybody know that this is the type of person that this auditor is. So take the information and do what you will with it. You know, I'm going to stay on for about 3 to 5 more minutes. If anybody's got any questions for me that they want answered, let's do it. If not, you know, I've laid out what I need to lay out. I think I've stated things as well and as like professional as I can. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for his situation personally, but that doesn't mean that you got to be an idiot when you go out and audit. You ain't got to, you know, fucking jiggle door handles on jails. You don't have to call the cops on yourself. You don't have to file so many frivolous lawsuits that the judge says he's going to start fining you $500. You don't try to sue a radio show because you write letters to them and they don't fucking read your letters on air. You know, he wrote letters and claimed mental anguish because they didn't read his letters on air and said it made his mental condition worse. And, you know, he's gotten advice from judges, and it notes in court documents that he just ignores it and walks out of courtrooms and is rude, is abrasive, or cops, don't get me wrong, but, you know, not every single video I have is me trying to me doing these things. And that's just the type of shit that gives auditors a bad name. There's auditors out there that are fighting for the right reasons, education, for progress, for hope, for change. And he's not one of them. He is not one of them, guys. If you get backlash off this video, that's cool. If I get support off this video, that's cool too. You know, like I said, I do my own thing. I have my own style. Um, that's just how I operate, man. Um, I'm not trying to be the next anybody. I'm Indie Blue News. My name's Jeremy. That's it. I'm me. So, um, Freeman, how do I do a mod? Can you get in touch with me on Facebook? Are you in NWI? Fed Up in Indiana? Uh, Alright, I'll check that out afterwards on my computer, maybe. Um, because I got a few people that come in. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. You're the guy from Michigan City. Okay. I didn't know what your YouTube name was. Alright. Um, so there you go. Trying to get this guy out of here, but all right, guys, I'm gonna end this. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everything. Any donations will help keep me on the road. Like I said, I'm going back to North Liberty this week. I just had to put out money for hot spots um, to make sure I could. Uh, they're the type of police department that will delete my shit. Also, the cop, I'm going to throw this out there too while I'm on this topic. The cop that arrested Noman, Dale Bach, if you look up his Facebook, yep, it's all good though, brother. Um, he's got a post up uh, calling one of the guys from Chicago a monkey, a black guy from Chicago a monkey. And if that type of stuff is going on in that town, and that's the type of people that are working there as marshals or law enforcement, um, that's hate. And small town, the locals don't seem to be uber friendly. So like I said, I'm gonna ask me to go back. So you guys help me out, cool. If not, I'll make it work like I always do. But I'm gonna go check out Noman's channel, see if I can catch that interview. But y'all take care. Y'all have a good night. What vape for the road?